A man who was 8 when he survived the Hillsborough tragedy is trying to find the person who saved his life 27 years ago.
Joe Smith posted an appeal on Facebook after seeing footage of himself on the man's shoulders as he watched a BBC documentary about the Hillsborough disaster. Here's Mark Ansell.
8-year-old boy Joe Smith is pulled to safety from the fatal crush of fans around him at Hillsborough. Joe, who's now 35, saw these pictures for the first time on Sunday when a BBC documentary showed previously unseen archive footage.
That's me there.
Joe realised he might finally be able to identify and find the man who'd saved his life.
I do believe if it wasn't for him that there was a chance, a big chance that I may not have survived the disaster. So, potentially I do owe that man, a gratitude, a thanks for me, being alive today.
On Wednesday, he posted an appeal on Facebook asking anyone who recognises the man to get in touch. It's gone viral and already Joe thinks he may have found him.
Oh, it's going to be unbelievable. Anyone who knows me and has ever spoke to me about Hillsborough, they know I've always mentioned this gentleman. I've always talked about the story of what he did for me that day and how much I've always wanted the opportunity to thank him for that. And, if I can get that closure, it'd be pretty amazing.
Hearing about Joe's story has also been very emotional for the Sheffield film director who made the BBC documentary.
It sent shivers down my spine when I first heard it, and I actually had the chance to speak to him earlier, and I was quite welling up because it's such a personal story and he's so young at the time, and he's obviously lived with this for 27 years, as have so many other people. For this story to develop has been quite amazing, really.
And it's a story which Joe hopes will finally bring closure for him after the horror of what he experienced at Hillsborough. Mark Ansell, BBC Look North, Sheffield.